Welcome to the treasure trove. Okay? Hi. I've been doing this YouTube channel for 10 years now. 10 years. And I can't tell you how emotional that makes me feel. I've been posting videos intermittently here on and off for 10 freaking years. I have grown so much as a person since then. I have grown into an adult me. I've gone through many different interests. My life went from being just like a little loser nobody who owned a vintage shop to something that I couldn't even imagine. And my community on Twitch just did the nicest thing for my 10th YouTube anniversary, and I can't ever thank them enough. So I just wanted to sit down here and redo one of the tag videos that I did a long time ago for my 5th YouTube anniversary. I did the a little bit of everything tag, which is funny now with the Bo Burnham special because so many of us who are chronically online can only think of a little bit of everything all of the time. So I'm going to redo that, and some of my answers won't be any different because they're just like, what was your first car kind of questions, but I thought it would be interesting to redo it to see, you know, how much I've grown even in 5 years, because that girl in that 5-year anniversary video, who is she? I don't know her. I don't know her. She has grown so much even in the past 5 years. So if you have enjoyed any of my content for the last 10 years, whether it was my Dollar Tree beauty finds back in the day, or my stupid makeup videos, or my thrift hauls, anything, thank you so much for being here. Put my phone on Do Not Disturb because my group chat won't shut the fuck up tonight. Girlies. Girlies, you're something. So question number 1. Do you keep up with the Kardashians? Okay, so no, I don't keep up with the Kardashians. I kind of do just out of curiosity because I feel like the Kardashians are over. And mainly, I don't keep up with the Kardashians. I keep up with Kendall Jenner, and specifically, who I guess you could say is a Kardashian by proxy. But the only reason that I keep up with her is because she's dating Benito. She's dating Bad Bunny, and I am so fascinated by that whole thing. I feel like that's a disaster, and a lot of people are disappointed in him for dating her specifically. And so I am following that whole situation because it seems very it's interesting. It's an interesting situation, and I love Bad Bunny, so okay. Question number 2. If you could have an old muscle car, which one would you choose? An old Mustang. I know back in the day I probably would have said 1972 Firebird, but listen, I want an old Mustang. I want an old Mustang or an old Ranchero that's automatic, because a long time ago I found an old 70s Ranchero on Craigslist and it was automatic, and I can't drive stick, so I was like, look at this, look at her, look at, she's beautiful. She was lime green, had a lime green inside, and she was only $3,000, which I know it sounds like a lot, but it wasn't for a classic car, and she will ever be forever the car that got away. Okay, forever and ever. So I would pick that, mainly so I don't have to learn how to drive stick, because I feel like me and stick, we probably would not get along. If your significant other gave you a hall pass, who would you use it on? Be honest. Okay, I'm going to change this question because I don't like this question. I don't like the whole hall pass situation. We'll just go with, who is your celebrity crush? Who is your celebrity crush, and why is it Jeremy Albertson? I mean, does Jeremy Albertson count as a celebrity? I'm going to count him as a celebrity. I have been parasocially in love with that man since at least 2017, and it's funny because I think I told the story on the stream, but I was at a Twitch party in 2017, and even way back in 2017, Jerma was my favorite streamer, and he hadn't moved to Vegas yet, so he was at the PAX East Twitch party that I was at, which is in Boston, which is where he lived before he moved to Vegas. And I saw him there with a bunch of other people that I knew. Like, I knew at the time his whole friend group because of a very long story. Basically, his friend group, they were all together and they had known me through previous PAXs. They probably have no idea who I am now because it's been like literal years, but there's an incident in Pack South where my friends had to use the bathroom at a McDonald's, and this McDonald's was, this is such a long story, but I hope you enjoy it. I hope you enjoy it. This is part of my 10-year controversy, because like, if I had never started YouTube with Brian, we would have never had any of these stories. So anyway, we were at this McDonald's and Ethan and Brian had to use the bathroom, and this McDonald's was like the only thing that was fucking open at the time in San Antonio. So I was alone, and everybody, every drunk person in the entire like Tri-County area of San Antonio was in this McDonald's, and we had all gone there together. So like, they were watching over me while they waited for their food so I wouldn't be left alone. And as soon as they came back, they like left, and like we had like a friendly rapport from convention. So anyway, they were all sitting with Germa, and I was with my girlfriends. I was with Catherine, Amy, and our beautiful friend Megan. And I looked over and I was like, there's Germa. And they were like, who? What are you talking about? And I was like, there's Germa. He is my favorite content creator. I love him so much. And they were like, go, I have no, they're like, girly, I don't know who he is, but just go over there. And then his friends started like waving to me because they recognized me. So they were like, hey, and it was my perfect moment to go over there and say something and say hi and be like, hi, I'm Morgan. I love your content. And this was back in 2017, and now he's like a huge internet celebrity. He's huge now. He's huge. I missed my moment and I'll forever regret it. But like, who is your celebrity crush and why is there Jeremy Alba's son Morgan? Get it together. Okay? Anyway, moving on. What is the question? Wait, I skipped a question. Do you curse like a sailor when the camera isn't rolling? Girl, I curse like a sailor when the camera is rolling. Next question. What is one thing that you do that you hate to admit? That I have the propensity as a Virgo Sun and Virgo Mars to be wrong sometimes. Me wrong? Never. Could never be me. Could never be me. Okay, anyway, moving on. Do you really brush your teeth? Why did my light just die? Why is nothing working out for me today? Can you pull it together? Pull it together. I had to pause and seriously take like a 20-minute break. My next question is, do you brush your teeth in the morning and at night? Be honest. I do brush my teeth first thing in the morning, but I do slack at brushing my teeth at night. Sue me. Hygiene police, arrest me. Okay? Dental hygiene police, arrest me. I belong in jail. Especially because I haven't been to the dentist since 2007. Anyway, we're moving on from that. What is your go-to drink at Starbucks? I don't go to Starbucks. Let me be real with you. I don't go to Starbucks ever, and I think my answer would probably be the same as it was 5 years ago when I did this. Also, you can see that my window is the curtains are open. My answer is probably the same as it was 5 years ago, but I don't go to Starbucks. I barely ever go to Starbucks because I like making coffee at home. It's part of my daily morning ritual, and I will never hate on anyone who goes to Starbucks every day, genuinely. I also don't have the money to do that. I do like my local coffee shops here, and I am not against popping into Starbucks from time to time, and normally my go-to order is like a latte. But I like making coffee at home. Number 8, is your current hair color your real hair color? The one and only, baby. I've never actually dyed my hair from root to tip any other color than what it is now. I used to have green ombre ends, and like a dip dye. I went through a ombre phase, and I miss my green hair. I miss having fun colored hair, but honestly, I think that I like my dark hair vibe for now. I'm liking my hair right now. This is a new hairstyle for me, having these curtain bangs and having it be like shaggier, like 70s style. We're enjoying the 70s inspired hair here until I dye it or whatever I want to do. 9, if you could swap bodies with someone, who would it be and why? Listen, I have a tarot and witchy channel, you know this, Queen of Cups magic now. And I talk about on my Twitch channel all the time how I astral project and I'm in everybody's business, and you don't have to believe me, that's fine, but I have learned things about people that have come out later that were 100% true. And I feel like that's already me switching bodies enough. I don't need to be anyone else's body. Unless I want to switch bodies with Jeff Bezos for one day, give all my money away, and feel what it feels like to be an obscenely disgusting bloated billionaire for a day. But make sure that I give away like 99% of my wealth and try to solve world hunger. World peace. World peace. World peace. 10. Have you read 50 Shades of Grey? If so, what did you think? I have not read 50 Shades of Grey. I kind of want to be honest, because it is a Twilight fanfic. And I think that's funny. I do read a lot, and that is something I've been considering starting doing on this channel, is talking about my book opinions, because I'm on Book Talk, I'm on BookTube, and let me in. Let me in. I would love to have some book discussions, because I have very strong opinions on things, and that can be polarizing. But for the most part, like, if I like a book, I'll just be like, yeah, I liked it, it was good. But if I hate it, I am ready to like start a hate campaign against this book. So if you would like to see my book videos, let me know in the comments. Do you crack your knuckles? Question 11. Every day, all day. My father. I got that from my father. Yeah. Number 12. Have you accidentally messaged someone something you were supposed to be sending to your special someone? So like, have I accidentally like sexted someone? No, but I have sent a lot of embarrassing messages to people that I thought were somebody else. 13. Have you ever created a fake profile to creep someone? Now, I know I told the story in the last video about how I've created a fake profile on DeviantArt to look at what the girl who took my boyfriend to prom at the time was doing and what she was saying about me. So I have created a fake DeviantArt profile to snoop on that girl in high school, which really, my toxic boyfriend was the problem. She wasn't a very nice person either, but you know, that could have all been solved if he wasn't an asshole. But since then, I don't do that. I really don't. I don't, when I'm done with someone and I don't want to know anything about what they're doing anymore, they're dead to me. Like, that's it. I don't give a shit what you're doing. I don't give a shit what you're saying. And funnily enough, my mom sometimes will like go check on what people are doing and then tell me, and that's pretty much the only way I know like what people I've cut out of my life have been doing, is when she tells me something. I don't do that. No, I don't. It's like, you're dead, you're gone, cord cut, removed. I don't want your energy attached to mine. We are done. Question number 14. Which is your weakness, cookies or pastries? Which is my weakness, cookies or pastries? Listen, that is a hard question. I'm sure this answer is the same too. I love cookies and pastries, but probably cookies, because I'll tell you something. I have some 7-Eleven cookies waiting for me downstairs. They are chocolate Reese's Pieces cookies, and it is so dangerous that 7-Eleven is within walking distance. I just go buy their cookies and I eat them. So yes, cookies probably. Question number 15. What do you love about yourself? Nothing. Your girl's full of self-hate. What do I love about myself? I don't know. That's a really tough question, because I genuinely have so much hate in my heart for myself. And I know that probably sounds hyperbolic and dramatic, but it's something that I've really struggled with my whole life, and I'm trying to be way more honest about things, especially, you know, this is my 10-year video. I've been doing this for 10 years and I want to be brutally honest. And looking at my 5-year video, that girl was honest too, and she definitely did answer these questions truthfully, but she was hiding a part of herself, and it was so difficult for her to even talk about things. And I will tell you, I do struggle with finding things I like about myself, but I think one thing I do really like about myself is that I have no problem being by myself. I like solitude. I like spending time with myself, just finding some peace and quiet and chilling out. And I think that even me 2 years ago wouldn't have been able to do that. I always have liked being by myself, but really finding moments of solitude in the quiet where it feels healing instead of scary is something that I've come to learn to love about myself. So I know you're probably yelling at me because I haven't been very nice to myself, but I am trying. I also try to be very generous with my time and my energy, and I try to give people, especially the ones who come watch me, a lot. I try to offer them something like free tarot, sometimes to my detriment. Sometimes I extend myself too much, but I try to be very generous. So that's another thing I like about myself. Number 16, do you have to match your nail polish to your toe polish? Well, I have my set on that I made 2 weeks ago because I do my own nails on, and they do not match my toes because I barely ever paint my toes because I don't want anyone to see my hideous toenails because my feet are all messed up from being a ballerina for like 20 years of my life, and they are really screwed up looking, and I don't want anyone to see them. So no, I barely ever paint my toenails. 17. Tell us a few things about you that people would be surprised to know about you. Well, I know that I answered that I was a ballerina in my other one, so we're talking about that. What would surprise people about me? I don't know. I really don't, because I'm very honest about what I like. I love reading. I like video games. I don't like playing video games. I love watching people play video games, and that's part of why I ended up here on YouTube in the first place. I love boomer music. Maybe something that people would be surprised to know about me is like I am a stan of season 1 through 5 of Supernatural. But this really isn't a secret, so it's okay after that, but season 1 through 5, I rewatch that like at least once a year. Is that surprising? I don't know. What would be something surprising people would know about me? I don't know. Pretty much I wear my heart on my sleeve, so. Question 18, heels or flats? I only wear sneakers like probably most of the time now because I wear bike shorts and t-shirts everywhere. But once upon a time, can you see? You can't see, hold on. Once upon a time I used to collect shoes, and there they all are. There they all are, and I still do love each and every single one of them, and if I had more places to wear them, you bet I would be wearing them. But hi Sig, after COVID, you know, I really don't go a lot of places. I still wear mask places. I don't really get dressed up to go anywhere. So maybe one day when I move to Los Angeles, whenever that hypothetically is happening, because that seems to be taking half a decade of my life to move to Los Angeles, even though it's been in the works for so long. Maybe one day when I finally get to Los Angeles, I'll wear all my shoes. Question number 19. If you could do anything for one day and money wasn't an option, how would you spend your day? Dream big. Oh my god. I think last time I answered this question saying that I would travel somewhere I've always wanted to go and treat myself to a huge thing, and I think I would do that also probably. I'd probably travel to the really expensive places and treat myself to the whole thing. Also, shopping spree would be fun and never worry about money. Not that I even want anything, I just think that would be fun. Supermarket sweep something? That would be fun, you know? A girly's dream. Like the Toys R Us, any millennial knows, the Toys R Us like sweepstakes where they used to go and just like take as many toys as they could. Let's do that somewhere, okay? Also, I would have like a little convention like meetup for all the moonbeams. I think that would be so fun. Anything like that for sure. Question number 20. What was the last YouTube video you watched? I just finished watching Mike's 3-part series on Pretty Little Liars, the inappropriately unhinged recap of Pretty Little Liars. Listen, those videos were great. Those videos were great. Mike is great. I love that whole idea, and it really made me start thinking about the kind of content that I want to create if I want to do more commentary videos like that. Not like I would rip off that, but that video was so funny, and it really inspired me to want to get back into YouTube more. All I do pretty much is watch YouTube still. When I made this video 5 years ago, all I did was watch YouTube, and that's pretty much still the same. It's just who I watch is different now, and I thought that video was great, and I can't wait to watch the Gossip Girl one now, because I've seen all Pretty Little Liars several times. It was one of the only shows I've ever committed to watching live, like where I kept up with it, and then Gossip Girl is just Ugh. Gossip Girl is a cult classic. Question number 21. Do you have road rage? I don't, because I am scared of people. I am scared of people who have road rage. And I honestly don't know who the fuck, especially in America, is going to come out and hurt me. So I try not to have road rage. No, I do get annoyed at people though. Question number 22. What is your favorite rock song? Okay, that's speaking my language. And I know I probably answered this the same because so much of my music at the time, back then especially, was boomer music, and I still love my old rock and roll playlist. Here, I'll even show it to you. I have gotten so into music again and like listening to more current artists, which I didn't for a very long time, but here's my rock and roll is here to stay playlist. I'm trying not to show my name because it's my government name. Steven Tyler photoshopped with a shirt that says, yes, I'm old, but old people know how to rock. And it's got all my songs on it. But I think Love Her Madly by The Doors. I'm pretty sure I said that in the last one. Love Her Madly by The Doors. Chef Kiss. Chef's Kiss. Love that song. Love that song. But here's all my boomer music. All my boomer music. Question number 23. Who is your first kiss and do you still talk to them? So obviously this is one of the questions that will definitely be the same because it's not like I can go back in time and change who my first kiss was. Or can I? But my first kiss was a boy named Jared. Yes, my first kiss was with a boy named Jared. And we do not talk. I probably didn't even talk to him after I kissed him. And it was on a truth or dare moment. A little truth or dare moment. Okay, 24. If you could have one YouTuber's closet, who would it be? Oh my gosh, should I even watch any more that's style related? Scarlett O'Hare. She's been trying to branch out on YouTube. She's mainly on TikTok, but her wardrobe is insane. Full of like fairy princess vibes. My camera is just having an absolute meltdown and I don't know what's wrong with it. And if I have to buy a new camera, I'm going to lose my mind. But anyway, Scarlett O'Hare. That's whose YouTuber's closet I would have because she has an amazing closet. Scarlett O'Hare. Also Anastasia Bonnet. Who has the store shop Moonlight and Sage. She is trying to come back to YouTube as well, and her closet is amazing. I love it. I love it. So those two. I just had to look because I'm really bad at remembering things off the top of my head. Okay. Question number 25. If you had one YouTuber's makeup collection, whose would it be? Lauren May Beauty. Absolutely. I feel like her and I have very similar tastes when it comes to makeup, and she doesn't like hoarding and over collecting. But she has like a really nice collection. Also, her fragrance collection is to die for. Love it. Love it. Okay, definitely that. Number 26. Do you have a nickname? One of my best friends in the world, Dan, he calls me Morgie. And that is because his roommate at the time was like 10. This was like not even 10 years ago. This was like 11 years ago. 11 years ago, his roommate at the time was super drunk. He looked at me and he went, Morgie, for like no reason at all. No reason at all, and it was super funny, and I told him and it became like an inside joke, so he calls me Morgie now because of that. So that's the only nickname I really have though. Question number 27. What do you think is the best thing about your YouTube channel? I don't even know. I don't upload here regularly, but probably the fact that I've always stayed true to the fact that I came up with the catchphrase for this channel, stay cheap and lazy, right? Because I was a lazy girl and I didn't like putting in a ton of effort into my looks. Now I am way more high maintenance and I probably would rebrand that to just be like, be a cheap bitch or something, because I do think there is some merit to treating yourself, taking care of yourself, spending time to get ready. I still am lazy though. But I've always stayed true to the fact where I will never pay full price for anything. I don't spend a lot of money on makeup. I don't spend a lot of money on clothes mainly, but I show you that you still can buy a whole lot. You can still be fabulous. You can still have a great outfit. You can still find really good makeup, but not at a luxury or high-end price point. And that was what was going on beauty YouTube. You know, they were like pushing all these high-end products on your throat. They were like pushing the overconsumption, the overconsumption, the overconsumption. And one thing I've always stayed true to, it was trying to find gems on a budget that anybody could go out and afford that were a really good product or a really good deal. I've always stayed true to that. I will stay true to that forever and always because that's just who I am. I love finding a good deal. I love finding a good product cheap. I love finding a bargain. So if you like any of that, this is the right place for you. Dollar Tree is still like one of my favorite stores ever, even though I don't have to shop there anymore. That was like a poverty staple for me. I technically don't have to shop there anymore because I can afford, but I still go there because who wants to spend more than they have to? Like, genuinely, it's a great place. Even though it's a $1.25 store now, bitch. 28. How many cars have you had and what were they? How many cars have I had? This is the same question. This is the same answer as when I answered before because I have not gotten a new car since then. I had my first car, which was a Hyundai Accent, 2002 Hyundai Accent. It was horrible. It blew up on me. And then I had my Honda Civic, which I loved my Honda Civic, but that one also blew up on me. I was on a road trip to see that person that I'm not even friends with anymore down in Virginia, and it stopped working on the side of the road, and I had to figure that out. I had to emergency get a hotel room. It was the whole thing, and it was like the universe was trying to stop me. The universe was like, girly, don't go there. It's not gonna end well for you. And then now I have a Prius, and I love her. Her name's Cherry. She's amazing, and I feel like she, cross my fingers, is on her last legs. She's almost at 300,000 miles. So who knows what adventure is next for me in the car department, but maybe if I do this in another 5 years, I'll have a new car. Probably will have a new car. Who knows what it'll bring me, you know? Who knows? Well, in the used car market, you never know what you're gonna get. Question number 29. What's your favorite pizza? Spinach, goat cheese, tomato. Spinach, goat cheese, tomato pizza will always be my favorite pizza until the end of time. I love margarita pizza. I honestly love any pizza. I am a millennial after all. Sue me. I'm a millennial who loves pizza. Call my lawyer. But goat cheese, spinach, tomato, perfect combination. And I love white pizza too. White pizza's elite. It's so good. And then the last question here, question number 30. We've made it. If you could wear only one lipstick for the rest of your life, which lipstick would you choose? Now, when I did this before, I remember not being able to answer this question because that was such a hard question for me. But I do have an answer now. And it is this. NYX Liquid Suede. I can talk. NYX Liquid Suede lipstick in the shade Soft Spoken. It is the perfect nude for my skin tone. I love the formula. I love how it dries down. Look at this color. But they discontinued this. So I am hoarding this tube. Also, they discontinued all this. Look at how many of these I have. I have like so freaking many NYX Liquid Suedes. I'm telling you, I could make a whole video of me talking about these if you want. If you have any, let me know. But NYX Liquid Suede in the shade Soft Spoken. I'm praying that this lasts me another few years because I love the color. But that is the one lipstick I would wear every day because it literally goes with everything. Whether you're wearing a bold look or a neutral look, it goes with everything for me. And then I'm gonna add question number 31. Where do I see this YouTube channel in 10 more years time? Maybe I'll be making a 20 years on YouTube video. Wouldn't that be wild? In 20 years from now, if I'm still doing this, I would love to see the channel a lot bigger than it is now. I would love to see me being way more consistent, taking it way more seriously, because for me, it was just kind of a fun hobby over the past 10 years, and it has led me to the content that I am creating now, and I would not change anything. I wouldn't change anything for the world. I really wanted to be way more consistent with this channel when I started it, and I was for a good like 4 years there, probably, I'd say. I was uploading like 3 times a week until about 2017 when we moved, and in 2017 I really just had a mental breakdown. I stopped posting regularly because I've never really talked about this, and this is my 10-year anniversary video, so it's the time to be vulnerable, right? In 2017 I kind of had a mental breakdown, and I was dealing with a lot from my past. I was dealing with a lot currently from things that were making me crazy. And it honestly took until around 2020, those 3 years, to stabilize my mental health. I was living in one world while the world was happening around me, dealing with so much, and I'm not gonna get into it or trauma dump, but dealing with so much reverberations of things that happened to me, that happened to others in my life, that were out of my control. I wasn't able to be as consistent as I wanted to for those 3 years when I had worked really hard to put out 3 videos a week, you know. I think in 2016 I really stopped kind of posting, and that was because of mental health issues as well. But from 2013 to 2015, I tried to upload 3 times a day, or three times a week, and I really got out of that. And I want, if we're gonna do this for 10 more years together, you and me, babe, you and me, we have to be more consistent, and I would love to see where we can take this channel together. Any of you who have been here for a while, there are some of you who are seriously in my comments every single time I put up a video talking about how you love what I make. So thank you for being here. I don't know, some of you have been here for literal years, like Brain Air and Amber. You've been commenting on all my videos for at least 5 years, at least. So thank you for being here. Thank you for supporting me. I know that I'm a majority of the people who have probably left YouTube, but I want to say that those of you who are here with me right now, thank you so much for being here. For any of my Twitch community watching this who helped put together the 10-year anniversary video, thank you. You all mean the world to me, and I can't just keep stopping recording. I guess it doesn't want me to get out this mushy feeling. these feelings. I can't wait to see where we're going to go as a community together, because I do want to get back into making videos regularly. So thank you so much for everything. Thank you for one hell of a ride, and I can't wait to see where we go in the future. So maybe during my 11 years, because 11 is a magical number, we'll do something crazy cool. But just thank you for being here. Thank you for everything. I appreciate you all so much. And I think it's time for me to retire my catchphrase, but I'm gonna say it one last time. And remember, stay cheap and lazy. Bye. And I've always stayed true to that.